Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to this video on Microsoft Windows. This is something related to tips and techniques, how you can improve performance of your PC. Because normally I've heard people saying my PC is slow, I want to change it, I want to replace it with a new one. But normally it also depends how you manage your Windows operating system or how you kept it clean, right? Because sometimes a health check you can say or proper housekeeping of your operating system, it can save you from additional cost, which is buying a new hardware, right? One is realistically, if it is really a bad hardware or slow hardware or old hardware, that is something different. But normally, even your new laptops or PCs, after maybe 1 month, 2 months, they will be coming slow. I mean, as compared to the first week or the first month or first day. When you will have new Windows. Now, why it happens? Because you are not using something extraordinary or what exactly happened. It was fast, now it became slow. Is it something hardware is becoming uh, slow or what? So we are going to discuss few tips, and I'm sure you will be able to get a good performance of your existing system, right? So it will be both for Windows 10 as well as for Windows 11, whatever you are using it. So let's proceed and spend few minutes to perform few actions in your Windows, which will bring your computer's life back. Okay, the very first tip or thing is uninstall application you are not using. Sometimes we keep installing things and just we think we are not using it, so our PC will not be slow. The more the installations are there, more the files are there on your PC, it will automatically slow your PC. Now you can say why? Because I just installed. When you install an application, it is getting registered, or it will add many lines in your registry. There is a registry of Windows, which is keeping, it's just like a register, when you, what is in, what is going to be out, where are the paths, what, all these configurations. There is a register, there is a registry that is called registry in Windows. So let's say, just assume a computer need to read 10 lines, will be fast or 1000 lines or 10,000 lines. So you can just imagine, every time it has to read that registry. So the more big it is, which is of no use, so it will be slow for sure, right? So always don't always uninstall application which are not in use. So don't install application which is not required, because normally in our part of world, people are just installing, keeping installing, downloading and installing, and then they are not uninstalling them. This is one reason, the very first reason. Another reason is Windows is creating temporary files on your hard disk. It can, if you are not properly monitoring them, managing them, deleting them, those will be growing very higher speed, right? And it will be maybe in GBs. Sometimes you will be having tough time to delete those files. Once deleted, then you have to empty your recycle bin, because whatever is there in the recycle bin, don't keep for a long time, because this is also an inventory, right? Computer has to maintain all the inventory of your files, no matter where they are. It is on your C drive or D drive or any other drive, it is in the recycle bin or not recycle bin. So it is an inventory, right? It has to keep the log, where it is, what is the size, everything. This was the second tip. I will show you how to delete these files as well in a while. And then in the startup, disable any application which is not really desired or required. We are installing different application, and they have to run or start at the startup. I will show you in a while. I'm just giving you the tips first, and then we will check practically. Move data on external drive. Another tip. Let's say, for example, you have applications or softwares. Don't keep on C or D drive. They will slow down. Even if they are uninstalled, keep them on an external drive. When you need it, just plug in the USB drive and you can install, remove that external drive. That's it. Because the files, let's say for example, now these softwares, they are coming in GBs, right? And they have hundreds of files. So even you are not using them, but computer has to maintain them, right? Whenever you will, let's say, open the Windows Explorer, they are there. It has to calculate the size, or it will have to bring the size, no matter you are using it or not using it, right? So keep them externally on. Don't keep on your active drives, I would say C or D if you have two partitions. Increase RAM. If you are feeling that okay, now there is a problem, you have to keep many applications open. Let's say for example, few people, they are keeping Excel multiple files open, right? So where they are open, they are Windows will keep them open in the RAM or memory. So then you have to increase. If you have 8 GB, move to 16 GB. I think that will also, but again, this is one part. Other things still you have to do, right? The other steps are tips. Delete browser. Browser is also keeping a separate temporary files that you can go to the browser and you can delete them, because it will also slow down when you are opening browser. It will, I mean, still it has to keep that inventory of the temporary files. If still you did all these previous things, still, because sometimes you don't know how many softwares you have installed, and it got messed up. Sometimes even your mouse pointer or mouse will also be slow, or you will feel some sort of delay in that. That is all due to running application or processes on the background which you don't know even, and which are not required or not needed by you, right? So then you can reinstall the Windows. Operating system always need care. It is also a sort of it needs maintenance. It need scheduled sort of tasks. Maybe you can plan monthly or at least quarterly, temporary deletion of temporary files and all those things, right? So let us move now to see where they are exactly and how you can delete them or how you can improve the performance. Now let's say for example, first just click on your keyboard, Control Alt Delete, right? It will bring this screen, blank or black you can say, and the last one is Task Manager. You can click this Task Manager, right? It got opened. If you have Windows 11, you can come down, it will be here, right? See this one, Task Manager. You can click from here, or you can do Control Alt Delete all together, right? Control Alt Delete. So this will come, right? The very first thing, you can go on this performance. If you are this disk, where this disk is there, it is on higher side, this utilization, it is on higher side, this graph is very high. That means your hard disk reads are so many. Your system or your Windows is reading your hard disk very frequently, right? Why? That's what I was telling you. Don't keep big softwares I mean the software you are not using them, just uninstall them. So all these things will create certain issues, right? You can check your memory. In my case, of course, it is more, because I have to keep many applications and database as well. So that's what is, you can see that what memory as well. If it is also going up, you can increase the memory. And for hard disk, you can delete these temporary files and remove big applications, and it will be fine. Okay, sorry, once again let me do this one. So once you will come here, you will see the performance. So let's say for example, very first thing is, when you start Windows, it is slow, right? Why? So you can come here and you can click this startup, see on the top, same Task Manager, right? I can see here. If you see here, I have disabled, only I have this Google Drive, which I want it to be there when I start my Windows, but others I don't need it, right? Whenever I will need it, I can just enable them, right? So I don't need, they should start automatically on my Windows boot, right? So let's say, for example, if you click here, just let me show you. This is enable. Now on startup, it will open this LEDs. Why I need this? Whenever I need it, I will just open it. So disable. See, I have disabled. So if you have long list and all are enabled, you will face boot up slow issue, right? Okay, this one is there. Then you can check your services. If you have certain services which were, I mean, software, you are not using them, they have services, you can keep them manual or disabled, right? So here you can see your services and open services. See here. So here you can disable. Here you can see and here you can disable, right? Just double click and you can keep them manual or disabled, because whenever you will boot, this service will also boot up and start, and it will take your memory space and all those things. You know, it will take this resources of your PC. Okay, this is one thing. And another thing is you can go to run. Just click here RU and run, enter, and here you see percentage temp percentage. Just write in the run, enter, and you will find this. If you see here, this is the path in your local users profile, app data local temp. You can directly go there or just use this one. Select all by control A, right? And then you can delete with shift delete. Shift delete means it should not go to recycle bin. But even if you will just delete, you will have to remove from the recycle bin. So I'm just deleting it. Few will be busy. Okay, no problem. Skip. Wow, I have kept it very low, so I'm not having this challenge. Otherwise, if your temp folder has so many files, then again at boot up time it will take time, right? So this is one tip. Another thing is you can go to Windows. I think there is a folder here as well, temp. If you have something here, just delete, right? I have deleted because temp is temp. Something is in use, it will not delete, no problem, right? So I have deleted from here, I have deleted from there, and close. Then this recycle bin, see, this shouldn't be too, it shouldn't have so many files. Just keep just right click and empty. I don't need something is in my, you can review it, but I don't need, I don't keep it, because this will also slow down your performance, right? Another way is you can go to your browser and you can delete temporary files. If you see here, I will say delete. See, here is the browsing data, privacy. If I will come here, you can see here, you know. So it is up to you, whatever you can delete. So in my case, cached images files 319 MB, right? So you might have in GBs, so it will slow, right? And browsing history not that much. Okay, fair enough. I'm good to go, because recently I did all this cleaning, so that's why things are in better position. I think by doing these tips only, your Windows will be having good condition or good health. Just try it and you will find the difference, right? Please share your comments and feedback. Thank you very much, and Allah Hafiz.